Hi everyone, I enjoyed the last session. We're going to do a very similar session today, but we're going to use some weights with it just to give an extra added bit of strengthening to the exercises. You of course don't need to use the weights, so if you've got any issues with your shoulders, a little bit worried about using the weights, don't use them, okay? If you do want to use them, anything it will be okay to use, so tins, or if you've got any hand weights, something like that would be fine. I'm going to be using my Pilates balls that we've used in class. These are half a kilo each. If anybody's interested in getting any of the Pilates kits whilst we're not in, get in touch with me and I can send you a link to order some from the company that supplies me. Okay, the other things you'll need today are a normal sort of towel or something to rest your head on, and a slightly thicker one for when we do the arm openings on our sides. Okay, so if you've got your kit ready, let's get started. So feet underneath the hips, standing up nice and tall, stretching up through the back of that neck so the head's being pulled towards the ceiling, drawing in through your waist. Just have a little gentle roll backwards and forwards. Let the arms just drop by your sides, pulling in, dropping back, going back the other way, and then finding that mid position. From there we're going to have a little rise up and lower back down for 4, 3. We didn't do too much balance last time, so we're adding it in this time. Last one. I've said the last one, I hope nobody wobbles too much. And then from there let's have a squat and a reach forward for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to combine those. So heels up, bend, lower the heels and back up. Lift, bend, heels, back up. Keep going for another 3, 2, last one. Coming back up, have a little march out. Nice high knees, big arms, toy soldier arms. We're going to be doing some toy soldiers later on in the session when we're in our shoulder bridge. 3, 2, 1, and lift both arms up. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Getting rid of our bingo wings. Punching up. Up we go. 3, 2, 1. Big arms round into our swimming for 4, 3, 2, last one. Coming round and down into that dumb waiter position. Stretch up through the back of the neck, drawing in through your tummy. Turn those shoulders out and back in. Out we go and back in. Keeping the elbows gently tucked in towards the side, not really clammed in. With the next one, we go out wide and back in. That's called Cleopatra. I think it's like the scales of justice. Let's keep it all nice and level. Reaching out. With the next one, we'll hold there and we go over into our mermaid. This is where the balls start to come into play, stretching you down a little bit more. Over to the other side, reaching over, coming back, once more each side, big stretch, and back, last one. Keep that top hand there, let the other one come and join it, hands on head. We look like Mickey Mouse, and we're going to go down into our dolphin dives, curling down, coming back up, and again, down we go. Reaching and coming back up. 3 more. So we're mobilising that spine, curling it all the way down, stretching out, bottom out, head up. Last one. Coming back up, stretching up, stretching wide, lowering back down. Deep breath in, breath out. Chin on chest, rolling down towards the floor. Drop down there, leave your weights down there if you're using them, curl back up, drop the shoulders down, Breath in, breath out. Chin on chest, rolling down, reaching down. Hips to the ceiling, weight on the front of your feet. Come back up. Last one coming up. Down we go. Big stretch. Then come on up. Before we go down onto the mats, we're just going to get our rotation in. So arms out in front. They should feel nice and light now without the weights. Twisting round and back we come. Remember, don't fling the arms out too wide. Twist round, coming back. Last one. Back into the middle, lower those arms, lengthen the neck. Breath in, breath out, rolling down, and we're going down on the mats. Okay, just alter the camera so you can see what I'm up to. And so, we'll be down on the mats, normal starting position. If you're using your weights, pop them by your hands down by your hips. Feet and knees are hip width apart. Think wide across the chest. Feel where the body's supported. Should feel it through both feet. Big toes right down to your heels. Both sides of your bottom. Then onto your shoulders. And then just let that body sink down in the middle. So you can feel almost all of your back supporting you. And then nice and light through the back of the head. Let the chin drop down. So squeezing and flattening out. Have a little roll back the other way. Feel your movement. Roll back again, stretching out. Tail away from you. Get that length from your tail right to the crown of your head. Roll back the other way and then find that mid position. We're working across the front of our tummies. Hands are going to go onto our weights at the side. We're going to start off with hundreds again. So we're keeping that centered position and you can just tap down onto your weights at the side. You can keep it at level 1. You can come into a level 2 with a single tabletop or a level 3 with a double tabletop. Any of those with your head up. If you want to, you can pick your weights up and pulse them up and down instead. Really working through those shoulders. But whatever level you're doing, if you suddenly start to feel that you're losing control either through your shoulders, your neck, or that low back, lower down. Take the head back down, take the arms back down. Take one of the legs back down. You want to be centered and in good control through that core, through that spine, all the way from shoulders down to lower back. Keep pulsing up and down, drawing in through your tummy. If you're in that double tabletop, squeezing your legs together can sometimes help. Remember when we did the leg pulling prone last session, we drew our legs together, that helped give us the lift up. All helps with that recruitment through the core. Okay, keep going for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently rest the arms down. Take the legs down if you've been in the tabletop, one by one. And relax there. From there, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. And from there, stretch them both up. Keep the lower back and your ribs on the mat. Slide the shoulder blades back down. So we're not bending through the elbows stay straight. Remember what we said last time. This is just the shoulder blades rolling around the rib cage. The rib cage stays down. We work through the tummy muscles to keep it there. Stretching up, lowering back down. Now alternate arms for 6 and back, 5. So we're getting a little bit of rotation going, but just by bringing up through the shoulder blade. Isolating it to one side, then the other. Last 2. Last one. From there, we're double leg stretching. Okay, now palms can go away from you or in towards you, and If you've got a shoulder problem, I would probably go palms facing in with the thumbs leading. Drawing through your tummy, take those arms back overhead. Gravity's going to grab them if you're using weights. So the ribs might well come up, the shoulders might come up. Drop down through them, tighten through your tummy to bring those arms back. If you're at all worried, you leave the weights out of it. If you get over into this position and think, I can't bring them back without hurting me, you leave them there. Coming back over. Once more like that. So this is our level 1. Coming back over. If you want to, you can take it to a level 2 where you're reaching back with one leg at the same time, keeping centered. Hold for that in-breath, out-breath when we come back. Change to the other side, reach, and come back. All the time, keeping those tummy muscles switched on, holding you in that centered position. Trying to keep the ribs as low to the mat for as long as possible. If you're a little bit rounded through the upper spine, a little bit stiff there, you might well lift up with the ribs towards the end. That's fine as long as you then tighten up and bring them back under control. Okay, let's just do 4 more. Reaching back, coming back over. 3. Last 2 coming up. Keep the arms nice and wide. Remember, not too close to your ears. If you feel your arms on your ears, as you graze past them, they're too close. Last one. Breathing out. Hold for that in-breath. Breathe out. Bring the arms all the way down. Rest them there. Let's just do some leg work while they recover. So from there, we're going to come up into that single tabletop and we're going to do one leg stretch, level 2. We did this last time. Reaching away, coming back in. And again, stretch, back in. Everything else is staying still. Should be quite a nice easy one by now. 3 to go. This is our recovery time for our arms. 2. And if you notice, the leg doesn't go straight up towards the ceiling, it's on a diagonal. It ends up level with that other thigh. Come back, lower back down, change to the other side. Float up and reach away. 6, 5. Coming back in. 3. Keeping level. 2. Last one. Hold for the in-breath. Come back on the out-breath. Lower back down. Okay, we're going to add the arms in. Remember we did this last time. We took the arm and we went and opened and closed. You can do it with or without the ball. If you're using the ball, grab hold of it now. Centre through the middle and we're reaching away. And coming back over. No lifting up at the moment. We've got another abs one to come, slightly different later. Keep the ribs down, centered through the middle. The further out those arms and legs go, the more you're going to want to arch in the middle. You want to keep low. Good. 2 more. Opening out, closing. Last one. Coming back in, lowering back down. Okay, let's change to the other side. Centre through the middle. Remember, you don't have to use the ball if it's too much for you. From that starting position, we reach out, opening out, closing up. Focus, your focus should be on what's happening through the tummy. Tummy button gently being pulled down towards the mat by tightening up through these core muscles. We're trying to keep the rib cage down. back in. 2 more. Last one. Reaching out. Coming back in. Lowering back down. Well done, folks. Let's get rid of the head pillow and we're going to change this now into a shoulder bridge. So we'll just do some normal shoulder bridge to start with to let the arms recover as well. So thinking about feet and knees hip width apart, big toes stay down on the ground. We're drawing up through the tummy. It's a tummy exercise. We peel up. As you come up, you get a little bit of bottom work coming in as well. You want that straight line through shoulders, hips to knees. From there, gently roll back down bit by bit by bit. I always think this is a good exercise to gauge how your back is today. Okay, because as you come up, if you've got a bit of a back spasm or you've twinged your back a little bit, you sometimes think, oh, I don't really want to go further than that. It gives you a chance to recognise how it is. Stop at where it feels good for you. So if you can't get up high, that's fine. Don't overreach it though either. Don't lift right up and arch the other way. You want the straight line. Coming up, we're going to hold this next one, bring the arms up, and we're going to toy soldier there. We're going to keep in that top bridge, one arm forward, one arm back, for 6, 5, keep the bridge up, 4, 3, 2, 1, both arms to the ceiling, and then gently roll back down bit by bit by bit by bit by bit, and lower the arms back down. So we're getting a little bit more stamina into the bridge. So think tummy, drawing up, squeeze up, roll up, nice straight line, keep that straight line there, think that length through the back, and the arms come up and we split for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, both arms up. Gently roll back down bit by bit by bit by bit by bit and lower the arms down. Okay, let's do 2 more like that. Drawing up, squeezing up, weights going through all parts of your feet, big toes, little toes and heels. Squeeze up through the tummy and split those arms for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, both arms up, drop down between them and lower down. Last one coming up then, pushing down through those feet, pulling up through your tummy, squeeze through the bottom, up we come, and split again for 6, 5, 4, keep that bridge up, 3, 2, 1, both arms to the ceiling, gently lower yourself down, bring those arms down, rest down there. Good point to have a little bit of a rest, have a little bit of a stretch. So if you've got something to help you, grab it now to stretch those legs. Otherwise, hands behind the back of that thigh. Pull the knee in towards you first, get that stretch through your hip, push up to the ceiling, through the heel, toes down, slide out with the other leg. Get that length through the back of the leg. Stretching out there. Holding nice and steady. Feel that length from the heel right to the bottom. Holding again for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently coming down. Let's change over to the other side. Bringing that knee up towards you. Heel away, toes down. Slide that other leg if you want to. You don't need to slide that other leg. If you do slide it, try and get it straight on the mat. Don't have it hovered up here. Yeah, it should be flat on the mat. If you can't get it flat on the mat, bend it up. Yeah, because we don't want you causing any damage around your low back, because because if you like that, you're having to hold really high through your hip. Length through the back of that leg. Holding it there. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. And we're going to come up into sitting. So we're going to do now what we call roll downs. So this is a more advanced tummy exercise. So if you feel when you have a go at this, this is a little bit too much for you, don't do it, okay? Your alternative, if you don't want to do your roll downs, is to go down and do your normal abdo preps, coming up through there and lowering back down, okay? You can do those. You're working the same muscles, just at a slightly lower level, but that's fine. Your muscles might not be strong enough to cope with these. It took me quite a while before I felt anywhere near happy doing it, and I'm not that brilliant at it now. We're looking at lifting up through the chest, string through the back of the head. You want that curve in that lower back to start with. Arms are out in front. From there, we're going to sink through the middle. You want to roll through that low back and roll back as far as you feel comfortable to be able to control. And you want to be controlling it through your tummy, not through your hip joints. From there, we roll forward and lift up. Okay, now if you've done these before with me and you're happy with these, well, as happy as you can be with these, you can do it with the weights as well. Okay, and we roll down, holding in there, really pulling in through that tummy, bring your chin forward and roll back up. Okay, 2 more like that. Pulling in through your tummy, holding down, coming back up, breathing in to prepare, breathing out as we go down. Hold for that in-breath, come back up, lift back up, have a little rest. You might want to let your legs relax out to the side, have a stretch forwards, just to recover from that. You might feel it deep in the hip joints, okay? The other way that this can feel sometimes a bit easier, well not sometimes, it does feel a bit easier, is if you've got like a TheraBand, a bungee cord, something like that, and you hold on to that as you go down. That will give you a little bit of more support for your legs, okay? So if you've got something like that, you can have a go doing that. We might do that another week, okay? We might have a legs week, do that. So, hopefully we covered. Let's work the obliques. So, this time we're sitting up nice and tall. Remember, you don't want to be sitting back on your bottom bones with a curved spine. You want to be upright. The other thing that you can do if that's too uncomfortable is to sit on a little cushion just to lift yourself up a little bit. That helps as well. From there, we're rolling down. Tight through your tummy, come down, and then we're going to open out one arm. Come back to the middle, open out the other arm. Come back to the middle and roll back up. Okay? You can shorten the lever, keeping the arm tucked into your side as you go out, or you can lengthen it. Okay? Here we go again. Pulling in through your tummy, curl down, hold there. Open out one way, come back in, open the other way. Come back in, roll back up. Breath in to prepare. We're going to do 2 more. Down we go, squeezing in through that tummy. Hold through the tummy, open, open, and back up. Last one coming up. Breath in, breath out. Squeeze through the middle. Tummies are sucked in. Twist to one side, twist to the other side. Come back into the middle, curl, and come on back up. Well done, folks. That's the end of that bit. We're going to go down onto our sides in a moment, but let's hip twist to get ready for that. So, bring your knees together, feet together, arms out to the side. Take the knees one way, the head goes the other way. Big old stretch out. Really push the hip away from you. Almost push it down the length of your thigh. Come back in, over to the other side, and again feel yourself open out through the front of your tummy. That pressure should be going down the length of that thigh bone. You might feel a bit tight across the front of the chest. We're giving that a nice big stretch out. Come back up once more each side. Out we go. Coming back in. Last one. Big stretch. Coming back in, and then we're over onto our sides. You'll need a bigger support ready. We're going to do some clam work first, and then we'll use the arms to do a nice arm opening. So, remembering with that clam, we have feet and bottom and shoulders all in line with our knees bent up in front. Everything stacked up. If anything, let that top hip roll slightly forward. We're drawing in through the tummy. Get a little lift through that underneath of your waist. Squeeze and open out for that clam at level 1. Try and relax through the shoulders. They've done a lot of work. Give them a rest for a moment. Slowly down. We're waking up that bottom. Before this craziness in the world started, I was telling my class 2020 was going to be the year of the bottom. Strong glutes, good strong spines. They help support us when we walk. We need them to be working well. It's a key to a lot of problems is having weak bottom muscles. So let's get them strong. Squeezing together. Lifting up through that waist a little bit. Lowering back down. Let's do 2 more like this. Squeeze. And lower. Last one coming up. We're going to hold it open. From there, reach away. Open out that knee and close it. If your knee is still pointing up towards the ceiling or the corner of your room, you should find when you bend your knee, you find where you started. If you find you're missing that underneath leg, you've dropped down, yeah, and you're missing. So keep that knee up. 2 more opening outs and closing. Open, working that bottom, close and lower down. Rest those legs there. Change to a bigger support for your neck if you've not got there already. So, and if you've got a weight, now's your time to take it with that top hand. You don't have to use this, and I'm warning people, if you've got any problems with your neck or your shoulders, go without the ball, okay? Or go without your weight. If you've got the weight, have a little stretch forward. If you're using a can or something that you can roll in front of you, have a stretch forward like that. If you haven't got your weight, just slide that arm forwards and come back, okay? Reach forwards. Twist yourself back, and then taking that top arm, feel where the shoulder is, let it go down towards the waist, lift up towards the ceiling. We're rotating through the body as well. The breastbone comes with us. At that midpoint, let the shoulder drop down. Can you see what's happening there? Rather than holding it up, we're letting the shoulder blade relax down towards the mat. Holding that position there, and then go carefully. Gravity's going to take you and open you out. From that position, if you think it's going to be too heavy to bring that weight back against gravity, leave it there. If you're okay, we're going to bring it back. But rather than using just our shoulder muscles up here, we're going to use our tummy muscles here to draw our rib cage round. And that makes it a lot easier through that shoulder. And come back. Okay? So if you want to watch me do that again, we come up, drop down through the shoulder blade area, open out, squeeze through the tummy to bring it back. If you haven't got problems with your shoulder, try it with and without using your tummy and feel the difference. And it just goes to show you how important it is to use your tummy and your core muscles even when you're working that upper body. People tend to think about it coming into play for looking after your back, but it also helps look after the neck and the shoulders. Last one, big stretch out. Breath in there, breath out. Squeeze through the tummy, bring that arm round. Rest yourself there. Good stuff, folks. We're going to change to the other side. I'm just going to rearrange my mat, so I'm going to go through the sofa. And so we're on to our sides. If you've not got a small pillow, if you prefer more support for your head, you have your arms resting out in front while you do your climb. Okay, so I'll do that version on this side. Feet are in line with bottom and shoulders. Knees are bent up in front. Squeeze through the tummy, relax through the shoulders, tight through the bottom and open out. And just go as far as your hip will allow you. And slowly down. You don't want to roll backwards. We're drawing in through the waist, squeezing through the tummy, pulling up through the pelvic floors, turning out. Feel it through the back of that bottom. Slowly down. Remember what we said the other week. It's that squeezing together through that muscle, opening it out, lowering it back down. You've got to have strong scaffold in the middle, supporting that body for that pulley to pull on to open out the leg. It's all mechanics. 2 more like this. Drawing in, getting that lift through the waist, opening out, slowly lowering down with the next one. Squeeze open, holding it there. Keep that knee in the same position as you open out. For 6 and close. Find that underneath foot, don't let your knee drop. 5, 4, is the tummy still working? Is the shoulder still relaxed? 3 to go. Back in. 2, nearly there. Last one, keep that knee open, reach away, fold back, lower the knee down, relax everything. And if you've been supporting yourself well, when you relax, you should feel everything just fold down onto the mat. It's a nice feeling, that's what you're looking for. Arm opening time, so the legs are relaxing, arms are out in front, either rolling using your weight or just sliding across the floor. We're reaching ahead, turning almost onto our tummies, pull back through the hips, through the ribs, through the shoulders. So we're giving a nice stretch between the shoulder blades, coming back. Last 2 like this, reach and back. The underneath arm and other bits can get in the way, so just go where it feels good for you. And then that arm opening, so again be careful with your shoulders and necks. Relax through the shoulder blade, take it down towards the waist, not up by the shoulder, okay, up by the ear. With or without the weight, twist through the body, it's that breastbone coming with you. Stop at that top point. Feel the shoulder blade drop towards the ground and then open out that arm. If in doubt, leave the ball there. Okay, if you're okay, you use the tummy muscle from this rib over towards your opposite pelvis to pull you over and back. Breath in. Out we go. Opening out. Breath in. Breath out and over. 2 more. Length through the neck. Twist around through the breastbone, through the collarbones as well. Hold and then breath out. Pull through your tummy. Pull yourself back over. It's one heck of a stretch, okay? You might feel that things go a little bit tingly in the arms. As long as they disappear when you come back, that's okay. Coming back over, resting there. Well done, folks. Let's go over to our tummies. Just going to get the small pillow back in. So, with your small pillow, a ball either side of your head. Pop your forehead down, hands are resting onto the balls, we're in our breaststroke prep level 2 position. From there, draw the shoulder blades down towards your back and relax. Feel what happens across your front, across your collarbones. You should get nice, happy, smiley collarbones. And then back down. With this one, draw them back, tight gently through your tummy and float out. We're still looking at the same bit of mat. We haven't got our head looked up. Chin's tucked in, we're looking at the floor beneath us. Draw your shoulder blades down, tighten through your tummy, lifting up. And we're just unpeeling that very top bit of our spine. We're not overstretching through the middle. We're uncurling that top, slightly rounded area we get. Down we come. One more like this, drawing in, lifting up, and then relax down. Pop your hands by your chest, push yourself up, have a little stretch back the other way. A few of you have commented that, I've got Mr. Spine in the corner here. I might do a session, just a little short session, where I show you what's happening through the spine when we're doing some of these exercises another time. So I'll perhaps try and do that sometime this week and put it on for you. Okay. Hopefully you've had a nice stretch out. We're now going to go back down and we're going to just advance that level 2 a little bit. So forehead's on the pillow, hands on those balls again. Legs are dangling, doing nothing. Drawing through your tummy, draw your shoulder blades back, gently float out, and then roll those balls away if you've got balls or tins underneath your hands and down. So if you have got weights that roll, come up, roll them away, come back down. If you haven't, if you're on a slidey floor, you can slide them away and slide them back down. You want it to be as light as possible through those arms, so that's what you can do if you haven't got your weights. Okay, if you've got nice squidgy balls like me to rest on, you can use those. The chin's still in, we're drawing the shoulder blades down, gently floating up, reaching ahead, reaching back down, lowering back down. Again, have a little rest, come back up. Okay, so you might be happy with just lifting up, you might like the reaching out, or if you're feeling a little bit adventurous and strong in the back, you can go on to the next level where instead of rolling our weights in front of us, we lift them up. So same starting position, same prep. We're drawing through the tummy, draw the shoulder blades back, we hover up. This time lift, straighten and back. Take note of where you work when you do that. Okay, it's a very different exercise. We suddenly feel a lot more of our back muscles kicking in. So if you start to feel a little bit more pain or uncomfortableness when you're doing this, rest and don't do it. Take it down a level. Yeah, don't kill yourself, folks. It's not worth it. Draw down, lift up. Either stay there, roll, or lift away. You can always as well, if you want to, just go one at a time. Yeah, so you can either roll or lift, one at a time. There's all different variations you can do. Have a stretch up. If your back likes to extend, you might want to do a cobra stretch like I'm doing at the moment. Or I think we'd all like to do a little curl up stretch. We just work these back muscles really hard, so let's give them a nice big stretch out. Curling up nice and tightly. How are we all doing? Okay? Ready for a bit of a cool down and a stretch? Let's get up onto our feet then. So we'll move those out our way. Move the mat back a little bit. change the camera, find some music. Don't know what we've got, but there you go, we'll start from there. Have a little stretch up, a little shake out of those arms, drawing in through your tummy. Nice shake out. Deep breath in, breath out. Let the top half, just your head and shoulders just dangle there. Little bend of your knees, set you curling a little bit through that lower back. Link the fingers, link the hands, stretch away. Slowly bring them all the way up to the ceiling, drawing in, drawing wide, drawing down. Breath in, breath out. Head down, dangle the arms, stretch away. Lifting up, reaching wide. Okay, last one of those. Down you go. I don't think you can see my head, can you? It's probably a good thing, but you know, just in case I want to say anything to you. Right, down we go. Stretching out. From there, round we come. Now, if we float both arms up, take them out wide and up. Drawing in through your tummy, don't stick your ribs out. We talked last week, or the last session, about those springs from ribs down to pelvis. Keep them nicely in line, don't let them stretch. Up we come, down we go. You're going to leave them at the top here. One arm goes behind your head, use the other hand to stretch out, so we're stretching down the front of here. Now if that's too uncomfortable, bring it in front of you. Yeah, either's fine, it just depends on how much extension you've got in that upper back as to what you might be able to do. Hold there for 3, 2, 1, lift the arms up, change to the other side. Stretching that arm out. Particularly if you've used the weights, these muscles here, your triceps, will have done a little bit of work today, so we want to just stretch them out. Up we come, bring them all down. Breath in, roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, last one. Float the arms up, and then from there, gently float out and back, round the other side. And back. Once more each side. Last one. Coming back in, lowering down. Okay. Right foot forward, left foot pointing away from you, so we're at 90 degrees to each other. We're going to lunge over that left foot and come back up. So it's like we're galloping towards the left. Took a lot of thinking there, because obviously this is my right, but it's your left if you're watching it. Hold in the next one. Bring the arms out wide. Twist round to the front leg. Hold in that position. Come back into the middle. Lean over the bent leg. Big stretch down that side. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Reach down the straight leg. For 3, 2, 1. Slide back up. Change the feet round. Let's gallop the other way. So you're galloping toward your right, I'm going left. Stretching out, so we're getting a little bit of inner thigh stretch. 2 to go. Big reach. Last one, holding out there. So it's a nice inner thigh stretch. Bring the arms out wide. Hold nice and tall. So you're trying to keep your hips pointing to the front. 3, 2, 1. Twist to the front. The bent leg, that front. We get very confused with fronts and sides, and holding there. 3, 2, 1. back to the middle. Bend over that, or lean over that bent leg. Stretching that straight side all the way over. 3, 2, 1, come back up. Slide down the straight leg. Other arm goes up and over. 3, 2, 1, come back into the middle. March it down. For 3, 2, 1. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. We're going to do our calf stretches. We're going to do them facing forward today, just for a change. Keep that back leg straight. Don't let the toes roll out, keep them straight. That way you'll get a better stretch through your Achilles. The weight's towards his front leg. Now the arm by that back leg, bring it out. Wrap it around you, give it a good cuddle. It's worked hard. Holding it there. For 3, 2, 1, relax down. Let's change over. Toes down, heels down. Lunge over that front leg. Weight on that front leg, bring the other arm up. Wrap it over. Big old stretch. Holding it there. 3, 2, 1, come back into the middle, little shake out, and let's have a nice big final roll down. So deep breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, chin on chest, rolling forwards, reach down towards the floor, hips to the ceiling, stretch everything out. Hold for 3, 2, 1, gently, gently roll back up. Shoulders back. Breath in, breath out. Breath in again, breath out, chin on chest. Stretching down at the bottom, let the arms sway side to side, elephant walking. You might find you get a little bit lower or a little bit lower. And then gently, gently drawing in through your tummy, restack yourself bit by bit by bit. Every bit of that cotton, those cotton reels that are like your spine, stacking back up, lift it up through the breastbone. Relax there. Deep breath in. All the way up to the ceiling. And and again, breath in. Keep breathing in. And breathe out. Well done, folks. Good session. See you all next week. I'll put a HIIT session up tomorrow for those of you that like a little bit more of an aerobic workout. And then next week, perhaps do a legs session. Bye for now.